In the heart of a city that never sleeps, a young hero, Spider-Man Jr., swung into action. A bank robbery was in progress, and he was determined to stop it. He zipped between skyscrapers, a blur of red and blue landing right in the middle of the chaos. He was fast, no doubt, but his youthful eagerness got the better of him. His webs flew everywhere, sticking to buildings, cars, and even a hot dog stand, causing more of a mess than he intended. The robbers, seeing their chance, started to close in on the tangled-up hero. It looked like his first big bust was about to be a big bust for him. But then the ground trembled. A massive green figure arrived on the scene. It was Officer Hulk, a seasoned veteran of the city's police force. With a calm, almost bored expression, he walked through the mayhem. One by one, he effortlessly disarmed and handcuffed the robbers, his movements precise and efficient. He didn't even break a sweat. Once the criminals were secured, he turned his attention to the young web-slinger. His voice was a low rumble as he gave Spider-Man Jr. a stern lecture about protocol, property damage, and the real meaning of responsibility. The friction between the impulsive rookie and the by-the-book veteran was immediate and crackled in the air. Their tense truce didn't last long. A new, far greater threat loomed over the city. The notorious Dr. Animo, a mad scientist with a penchant for bizarre creations, had unleashed his latest masterpiece, a colossal, robotic rhinoceros. It was rampaging through the financial district, its metallic horn tearing through concrete and steel as if they were paper. Alarms blared as people fled in terror. Spider-Man Jr. was the first to respond. He swung towards the mechanical beast, launching a volley of web bombs and electric stingers. But they were useless, bouncing harmlessly off the rhino's reinforced armor plating. He tried to tie its legs, but the robot's strength snapped his strongest webs instantly. He was outmatched. Just as the rhino charged, ready to flatten our hero, a green fist slammed into its side, sending the multi-ton machine skidding across the street. Officer Hulk had arrived. He met the robot's brute force with his own, a titan clashing with a machine. The ground shook with every thunderous blow. Hulk managed to rip a panel off the robot's leg, causing it to short-circuit and temporarily collapse. But in the confusion, a small escape pod ejected from the rhino's head, and Dr. Animo sped away cackling. The city was safe for now, but both heroes knew the doctor would be back. Looking at the deactivated Hulk of metal and then at each other, they came to a grudging realization. Neither of them could have stopped this alone. Spider-Man Jr.'s speed and Hulk's strength were both needed. A partnership was the only way forward. They began their investigation, a mismatched pair of detectives. Spider-Man Jr. analyzed residual energy signatures from the robot's wreckage, while Officer Hulk used his police instincts to track Dr. Animo's movements through the city's underbelly. The trail led them to an abandoned industrial park on the waterfront, a maze of rusted warehouses and forgotten factories. They moved stealthily, a strange sight indeed, the massive green officer and the nimble hero in red and blue. Inside one of the largest buildings they found it, Dr. Animo's secret laboratory. The place was a madman's zoo. Robotic gorillas, cybernetic crocodiles, and metallic eagles lined the walls, all inactive but ready. In the center of the lab, Dr. Animo stood before a massive console, his fingers flying across the controls. He was preparing to unleash his entire robotic army on the unsuspecting city. There was no time to waste. The final battle erupted. Time to go wild! Animo shrieked, flipping a switch. The robotic animals whirred to life, their eyes glowing red. The lab became a storm of snapping metal jaws and slashing steel claws, but this time, our heroes were ready. They weren't just two individuals, they were a team. Spider-Man Jr. became a whirlwind of motion. He vaulted over a charging robogator, jamming its gears with a quick-hardening web fluid. He swung from the rafters, blinding a squadron of robotic bats with flashbang webs. He was the perfect distraction, his agility drawing the robot's fire and creating openings. And through those openings charged Officer Hulk. He was a force of nature, a green battering ram of pure power. He ripped the wings off the cyber eagles, smashed through the armored hides of the robo-bears, and cleared a path through the mechanical horde with thunderous claps of his hands. Spider-Man Jr. would disable a robot's targeting system, and Hulk would finish it with a single, devastating punch. They moved in perfect sync, anticipating each other's moves, a seamless blend of strategy and strength. They fought their way through the chaos, their eyes fixed on one target, Dr. Animo. Finally, they had him cornered. The Mad Doctor, his army in shambles, made a last-ditch effort to activate his master weapon, a giant, robotic tarantula suspended from the ceiling. As its legs began to unfurl, Spider-Man Jr. acted. He shot a single, precise web line not at the Doctor, but at the master control device in his hand. He yanked it from Animo's grasp, sending it flying through the air. With perfect timing, Officer Hulk caught it, crushing the complex device in his massive fist. The tarantula went limp, and a wave of energy shorted out every remaining robot in the lab. The silence was deafening. Dr. Animo stood defeated, sputtering in disbelief. Officer Hulk calmly placed the cuffs on him, reading him his rights with professional sternness. The city was safe once more. Standing amidst the wreckage of the lab, the two heroes looked at each other. The earlier friction was gone, replaced by a newfound respect. Spider-Man Jr. had seen the value of Hulk's experience and control, while Hulk had witnessed the effectiveness of the young hero's quick thinking and bravery. "Not bad, kid," Hulk grumbled, a hint of a smile on his face. "You too, big guy," Spider-Man Jr. replied, extending a hand. They shook, a formal agreement passing between them. From that day on, they were more than just two heroes who happened to fight the same battle. They were a team, a dynamic duo ready to protect their city from whatever threats came next. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this heroic tale, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. We'll see you in the next one.